Now for Mark Levin's short takes on LevinTV.
George W. Bush's dreadful 9/11 speech. It was short. He gave it in Pennsylvania. There were so many things he could have said, but I want you to listen to about 1:20 of what he did say. Go.
In the weeks and months following the 9/11 attacks, I was proud to lead an amazing, resilient, united people. When it comes to the unity of America, those days seem distant from our own. Malign force seems at work in our common life that turns every disagreement into an argument and every argument into a clash of cultures. As a nation, our adjustments have been profound. Many Americans struggle to understand why an enemy would hate us with such zeal. The security measures incorporated into our lives are both sources of comfort and reminders of our vulnerability. And we have seen growing evidence that the dangers to our country can come not only across borders, but from violence that gathers within. There is little cultural overlap between violent extremists abroad and violent extremists at home. But in their disdain for pluralism, in their disregard for human life, in their determination to defile national symbols, they are children of the same foul spirit, and it is our continuing duty to confront them.
I'm so sick and tired of this, you have no idea. We were attacked by Islamic jihadists. Not Christian jihadists, not Jewish jihadists, not atheist jihadists, not Buddhist jihadists, not Hindu jihadists, by Islamic jihadists. The fact is that our intelligence agencies, our Defense Department, and all those who are trying to defend us know this. That is their focus. That is the focus of the FBI when it comes to the gravest threats that we face. So to create a moral relevancy between an ideology that on one day killed almost 3,000 Americans, that attacked our Pentagon, that attacked the Twin Towers, that wanted to hit either the White House or the Capitol building, but those brave men and women on that Shanksville flight, wasn't intended for Shanksville, that's where it wound up. They heard about what happened on those other flights, and they were prepared to die in order to save other Americans. And we had men and women, young men and women, right out of high school, who immediately signed up and volunteered, many of whom fought in Afghanistan, Iraq, and other places. The idea that you would compare even an element of American society to this ideology that we are trying to defeat, that now is on the move, that now has an entire country, along with Iran, along with Libya, along with Yemen, along with so many other areas in the world, is disgusting. Now, I don't remember him giving a speech like this when our cities were burning last summer, do you? As a result of Antifa and Black Lives Matter? I just don't remember him speaking out in any aggressive way at all. He pretends that these movements, critical race theory, these attacks on the nuclear family, the war on capitalism with so-called climate change, open borders and all the rest, he acts as if those things aren't happening. So they focus on January 6th, and the goal of the media, the Democrat Party, and this entire American Marxist movement is to turn January 6th into something it wasn't. It was not an insurrection. It could not possibly have been an insurrection because the people there were not armed. They didn't fire a single shot. The police officer fired a shot and killed a veteran. I don't endorse breaking into the Capitol building, nor do I endorse any types of violence. And yet when people are silent, when all that violence occurred during the summer, where people were killed, where billions of dollars of damage was done, when monuments were torn down, when police officers were brutalized, brutalized, and we had media endorsing it, if not celebrating it, it would have been nice to hear from George W. Bush then.
For more, sign up for LevinTV.